really some mileage in terms of how he's addressing these kind of issues, but there's also this more fundamental test. So if you were advising Trump, if he called you and said, Nicole, how should I talk about this? How much should I moderate? What would your advice be to him in terms of how to balance those two objectives?
Well, listen, Mike Hayden said in a great piece called Spy Masters, which was shared on Showtime, he said, the next president that wants to waterboard is going to have to bring his own bucket. So I would advise Donald Trump to get on the phone with Mike Hayden, who's pretty available and pretty accessible, and find out what experts think on this question. And that is the very point of the piece today. Why isn't he on the phone with policy experts if terrorism is an opportunity for Donald Trump to fix his political problem, which is that he needs to close the gender gap. He needs to get more married women to trust him on national security more than they trust Hillary Clinton. Why isn't he spending the same amount of time he spends on Twitter and on TV talking to really smart policy people like Mike Hayden or Jim Woolsey, who I know is coming on your show next?
What do you think of Ted Cruz's posture towards Trump at this point in terms of whether it's smart for him, whether there's any downside?
Listen, the largest growing group of voters is Republicans in the Senate, and their group is undecided. Mike Lee said yesterday on Morning Joe that he's not sure he's going to endorse. Jeff Flake has said he's not sure if he's going to endorse. Cruz hasn't endorsed. Kasich hasn't endorsed. I think that the question, when Jeb Bush said he wasn't going to vote in the presidential contest, he got a lot of flack, but it is now a position and sort of a...
Does Cruz pay any price with anybody for saying, I don't really know what I'm going to do about Trump?
Well, I don't think anyone assumes that Ted Cruz will vote for Hillary Clinton, but if you can't pull the lever for Donald Trump, that's a powerful statement. And whether or not he'll pay a price with the huge swath of Republicans, I think Trump has an 80% approval rating among Republicans. Republican voters want to see Republican leaders get behind Trump.
Right,
so I think it's very possible that he pays a price among voters for not doing